Hello everyone, welcome to Bookmas Day 8. It is hard to keep track of what I've filmed and what I'm filming and doing all that because we're filming all of these so far in advance, but let's continue, shall we? So in today's video, we are going to be talking about gift ideas for book lovers. So if you have a book lover in your family or your partner or your sister or your mum or your daughter or your brother, whatever it is, we're going to talk about some gift ideas that are very bookish related. So I have a few of them I own, a few of them I would love to own, some of them I would love to be gifted, some of them I have made myself, some of them I have done myself. So we're gonna jump straight into it. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is one to do with physical books, and it is a book embosser. So I actually have one. I was gifted one last year for Christmas and I absolutely love it. I haven't used it for a little while just because I always forget to, but I do have a book here and I'm going to show you how it works. So it comes in, well, you can get these off of Etsy. I think like Etsy do like custom plates and stuff for them, but you get like the little handle because the plates themselves that actually do the embossing are like interchangeable. So like if you buy this book lover one of these, they can actually use them for a bunch of different things later on. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but inside there you have one side that's like indented and one side that's raised. So you want the indented side facing up. So you hold this open like this and you slide that. Yeah. So on the little plate thing, it's got a little raised bit. So that's the bit that you want up near the handle. So you hold the handle up, you squeeze it together and slide it in like this. And you guys won't be able to see it, but there's a little mechanism on the inside there. See how it's pushing down on that? So that when you squeeze it, it'll push it down like that. So it comes with the handle and the little plate, and they usually send it with one of these on top. So it, like, you know what it is. And you don't always have to, but you can also get stickers. So I think this is a really great option just because some people don't like to actually do it on their physical books. They might want to add a sticker or something instead. I do it on the pages because, especially the books that I'm keeping. I also want to get another plate for the books that I sell on Etsy. So I will quickly show you. Alright, we're going to do it on the releasing 10 page and I'm going to have to readjust a little bit so that you guys can see. So we're going to do it here in this little corner. So you get the page and you feed it. So you get the page and you feed it in between the plates of the embosser. So you feed it in between the plates of the embosser, and then when you've got it where you want it, which I'll make sure, then you squeeze, and you've got to squeeze it pretty hard. And then when you release it, the page is embossed. And I absolutely love it. I've done it to a fair amount of my books, but I think that this is one of the best gifts that you can give a book lover. Like I said, I was gifted this last year for Christmas and I absolutely love it. I do have to go through pretty much all of the books that I've ever read and do that. I might do that this year when I do my end of year reading wrap up. I'll go through and stamp them all. I think that that is a really, if you know someone that reads a lot of physical books, I think that this is a perfect gift for them, especially if they love physical books, because obviously you can't do it on an ebook or anything. That is the first gift. Okay, the next one I want to talk about, we're going to talk about a few that kind of go with the same thing, and some of them are cheaper, some of them are a little bit more expensive. But the first one I want to talk about is a Kindle or a Kobo, some type of e-reader. There's many different ones out on the market, but I use Kindle. I love my Kindle. I use it quite a lot. I am a little bit naughty. Sometimes I will buy books that I already own physically because it's just easier to read on this. So if you do know someone that reads a lot, a Kindle is usually going to go off really well. You can get some that are fairly cheap. I think this one cost me under $200. I know that $200 is still like a lot of money for some people, so like totally fair and valid if you don't want to do that. But if you have the money to splurge on someone like that, do it, because I'm telling you now, a book lover will absolutely appreciate it. A lot of the times they won't go and buy it for themselves. The only reason why I bought mine for myself was because there was books that I wanted to read that weren't available in Australia to like go to a shop and purchase like the physical copies of. So it was like Haunting Adeline, Hunting Adeline, the Lord series by Chantal Tessier. Like I couldn't get them anywhere physically in Australia and I didn't want to buy them off Amazon. So I bought a Kindle and I read a whole bunch on my Kindle. So on top of that as well, there's a lot of indie authors that will put stuff on Kindle Unlimited and you can read them on there. So it's a little bit easier, if that makes sense. Speaking of Kindle Unlimited, if you know someone who does have a Kindle and they don't have a Kindle membership, you can always get that for them. So a Kindle membership is about $14 a month. You get access to thousands of books every month that you can download for free and read for free. I think you can download up to 20 books at a time on Kindle Unlimited, and once you get to 20 books you have to return one and like get one back, like that way you can get a new one. But totally worth it in my opinion. I have literally been using this for almost 2 years, and like I have no problem returning the Kindle Unlimited books that I've read. I also found out, because I was worried because I annotate on my Kindle, and obviously I have some Kindle Unlimited books. When you annotate on your Kindle and you return a Kindle Unlimited book, it actually still keeps your annotations. So if you download that book back, you get the annotations back, which I think is super, super handy, especially in my, like what I do with selling annotations, because that's what gets me reading so many books, is reading through my Kindle. Also still on the Kindle path, I will pop a picture up of the next thing, but like a Kindle stand and a Kindle like page turner, a remote control page turner. I don't own one, but I would love to, especially in bed. That would be so good. Sitting on the couch would be awesome. I would love to have one, but I just don't see the point in buying it for myself. If someone gifted it to me, I would be like, absolutely cheering. The point of the stand is you would clip, so say I was sitting here reading and I didn't want to sit here and hold my Kindle, I could put it up on a stand, I could sit back and relax, have a little remote, and it clips onto the side of your Kindle and it'll like tap the page for you. So then that way you don't have to move, you can just sit there, be comfy. If it's a really cold day and you're cozied up in bed, you can have the remote underneath the thing, have this up there, and you know, just click away. I think that's really cool. I would love one. I think you can get like 2 for 1, like both the stand and the remote, for like I think anywhere between $40 and $60 off of Amazon. They're not super expensive. Again, you'll see it on the screen. I would have put it up for you by now, but I really, really, really love that idea. Again, another one kind of going on for the Kindles. However, I do think that you could still use this for a book as well. So it's kind of like both ways, but it is a pillow stand. So the pillow stand is like this, again, I'll put a picture up, but it's got like a little cushion that you can sit on your lap. You can put snacks in it, your phone, a drink in the bottom. It's got a stand and then like a little metal or plastic bit to lean your Kindle on. And it just means that like you could sit there, have it there, you can tap it with your finger. If you have the remote clicker, you could also do that as well. I just think that it's making an easier life for our readers out there that just want to lay down and enjoy a book. Like, I think why not make their lives a little bit easier? So that is pretty much it for like Kindle accessories, like e-readers, all that sort of thing. Also, all like the Kindle page turners and stuff, they do work on Kobos and other e-readers as well, because they're not like Bluetoothly connected to the Kindle itself. It's just like a stand, and like the little remote is connected to the page turner that you clip onto your Kindle. So yeah, it's a little bit different. Okay, going into like more physical book stuff now. I actually have quite a few. My first one is blind date with a book. There is heaps of shops on Etsy that will do this, where they wrap up a book so you don't know what it is. They give you like annotation supplies, stickers, and like a pen or two so that you can annotate the book, but you don't know what the book is. So if you have someone and you know what genre they like to read, and it's really easy to figure that out. If they have bookshelves like me, you just go over to their bookshelves and you'll be able to see what it is. If you just look at a couple of the books, you'll be able to see what it is. So you should be able to, I think with a lot of these Etsy shops that do that, you can tell them what books they have read and they'll recommend something to do with that. I think you can actually send them their like Goodreads or Fables list of like their read books so that they don't get a second one as well. So if your book lover has those, which they probably will, make sure you get that information to send that off to the Etsy sellers as well. The next one is like 2 different ones. So they're called book bouquets. There's 2 types of book bouquets. I will put a photo up of the one that I'm going to talk about first, which is literally like you get a whole bunch of books, you wrap them in plastic, put them on sticks, and put them in with a bouquet of flowers. I think that is super beautiful. Especially if your girlfriend or mum or sister or whatever reads a lot, that's something that would be really, really beautiful, especially for your girlfriend. I know I would love to receive something like that, because who doesn't want flowers and books? You can also put some little snacks and stuff in there. I'll put a photo up so that you guys can see what I mean. The other type of book bouquet is this one here. I'm not going to pull it up off my shelf because it's a bit of a pain in the butt to get in and out of there, but I'll put a photo up of what that one looks like. So I took an old book that I had read that I didn't really care to keep on my shelf. I didn't hate the book, but I didn't care to keep it there as a trophy on my shelf anymore. and I was going to donate it, but I actually forgot to donate it. So it was sitting here on my floor. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a Christmas bouquet. And you guys saw that. Actually, you guys would have seen me make it already. I will link that video in the description box below as well. This is absolutely beautiful. It doesn't cost a lot to make. I probably spent a little bit too much on mine because I went to Spotlight to buy the flowers, but you can buy really cheap ones off Shein and Temu, and like just online you can get really, really cheap fake flowers and do it that way. It'll last a very long time. It'll just sit there and look beautiful. So if you want to see how to make it, check out that video. It'll be linked in the description box below, and I'll put the thumbnail up here so you guys know what it looks like. Then the next thing I have to talk about is annotation supplies. So for anyone that's been around on my channel, you guys know I annotate my books. I have two ways of annotating. I have my lazy way of annotating, which is where I literally just put the tabs in and then I'll go back and underline everything. And then I have the other way I annotate, which is where I will go in as I'm reading, and I haven't done this entire book. I have read it, but I haven't done it. But I will also, as I'm reading, go in and underline and put a tab and make little commentary on it as well. For annotation supplies, I have a lot because I read so much, but a lot of these I actually don't like anymore, and I will show you the ones that I do like. So this is my whole thing of annotation supplies. You can see I've got lots and lots of different colors of tabs, but these ones are my favorite. I found these ones on Etsy specifically. They're a little bit more expensive, but I find the quality way better. So these ones are my favorite, the ones that have the white and then the colored edges, but they also have them in these as well. So I have like this one in both the solid and the clear, but these ones are my favorite. I find these are the best quality, and these ones are the best because you can read through them on the page because they do cover up the words. So I find that these ones are the better ones to do. So they have like these little names on the top of them. I think there's one called Romantic, there's one called Summer, I think, and I can't remember what the other one's called. There's another one, but I can't remember what it's called, but there's 4 of them. I think it comes on like an orange backing, I think, but those ones are my absolute favorite that I love to use. And then as well, you could also get them some pens to go along with that. So I have 2 big things of pens. I don't even have all my pens in here because I'm in the middle of annotating a whole bunch of books. In my opinion, the best ones you can get are gel pens. Texters will generally bleed through. Some highlighters will also bleed through. I find that gel pens seem to be the best on the paper of books. You can get felt tip liners. Sometimes I find they snag on the paper because the paper in books isn't super good quality, but gel pens generally tend to be the best. I generally tend to lean towards the gel pens as well. I do sometimes use some of these texters. I do use my felt tip liner pens as well, but the gel pens always seem to be the best, whether they're like these ones with caps on them, or they're, you know, like these clicker ones or these clicker ones. I have heaps of different ones. Like I have neon colors, pastel colors, like muted tones. I have a lot because I read so much and I like to match them to the cover of my books. Also, if you're going to do that, also maybe get them a ruler and like a pack of like black gel pens and blue pens and red pens as well. I find they come in handy a lot. Something else you can also get for people that like to annotate their books is some stickers. So these came out of like some stickers from Target. They've got like little, these are all the same, so I'll just show you close up. They've got numbers on them, stars, like ticks, locations, coffee, some little smiley faces, love hearts, and then they have some like, they've got like a fork and knife, they've got like time, movie, and then like little emojis. You can also find proper like realistic emoji stickers on Etsy as well. Totally worth that as well. I just have never bought them for myself, but totally worth it in my opinion. The next 2 things I'm going to talk about are like bookshelf specific things. So the first one is a book nook. So I'll put a little photo up on the screen. I am looking at getting myself one very soon. I'm going to be asking for one for Christmas from like my family and stuff because I would really love a book nook for my bookshelves. But a book nook essentially is like this little like thing that's made out of cardboard. You kind of put it together yourself. All the pieces are cut out and you put it together, and it's like a little whimsical thing that you put on your shelf. It just looks really beautiful. You can get like libraries, you can get fantasy ones, there's a whole bunch of different ones. I'll put a couple up on the screen. I know QBD Books has quite a few to choose from now, and they're just absolutely stunning. I absolutely love them, and I think they are so worth it. I think they range anywhere from $40 to about $80 with some of the ones that I saw on Amazon. Again, I'll put some on the screen so that you guys can see. And the other one is bookshelf signs. So there's a couple of different options. You can get ones that just kind of like stand flat, sort of like a nameplate for a desk, but they've got like Smut Street or Fantasy Road or all these different stuff. They've got all these different ones that you can get, or you can get ones that I really, really want. Again, I will put photos of everything that I'm describing on the screen so that you guys get a clear picture. But you can get these ones that slot into the actual books, like alongside the spine. So you have two books and it'll slot in between the two, and it kind of dangles outside the shelf, and you know, we'll say like fantasy, dragons, whatever you want. There's heaps that you can get. There's heaps on Etsy, there's heaps like on Shein and Temu as well, but like I think going to Etsy is a better way to do it, as being as having an Etsy shop myself. I know what fees and stuff are involved in that, so like, you know, support small businesses. I think that's always where to go. And then we've got two more to talk about. So for me, I actually designed my own one. I created a book journal, so it was something that I could use to keep track of all of my reads throughout the year, my ratings. I could put little pictures to give me a memory of it and like to remind me of things. And yeah, so I think book journals are really, really good. I will give you a quick scroll through of what mine looks like. If you guys have seen my reading wrap-ups, I will put my most recent reading wrap-up in the description below because you will see it. It's not going to be a very long one though, but I have a month. I have like a month overview on a title page. I have two different spreads. I've got one spread that has 2 books on it. That is for if I rated a book 4 stars or less. And then I have, if I rated a book 4.25 or more, it gets a full page spread like this. So you've got like a summary, your thoughts, you've got ratings. There's heaps of ones that you can get off of Etsy as well. You can also buy physical ones. I just found that having a digital one, for me, I kept up with it a lot more. I found it a lot easier to do because getting the pictures and stuff was easier rather than having to print it out and glue it in and doing all those things. So it made my life a lot easier. I will be creating a new one for next year. I just made mine on Canva. If you are very creative, you can always just make one for your significant other or someone who's really important to you. You can always make one and export it as a PDF file. If they have anything like Goodnotes or anything, they'll be able to use it electronically. I know that Book Bestie uses my reading journal. I actually sent it to him and he uses it, and he downloaded Goodnotes on his Windows computer and it works just fine. So that's a really, really good option. It will last them the whole year. They'll get use out of it, and I really, really enjoy mine. Okay, so these ones were made like specifically for me. Someone very close to me got these for me, and what they did was buy the clothes and then got the like stickers printed on. So they got me this beautiful light pink, it's actually like a tracksuit, so I've got trackies that go with it, and he got this printed on the back that says I'd rather be reading, which is very much me and perfect for me, and I absolutely love it. I wear it so often. He intentionally put this one on the back because he was like, I see you wearing that at home more than like being out and about with that, and he's totally right. I think I wear that to dance and at home more than anything. And then again, like I said, these ones were made specifically for me. So the quote on this one he came up with himself, and as you guys know, I am a single parent and a single mother of a beautiful 2.5-year-old boy. So he made me this one and it literally made me cry. He got me these for my birthday. So like I said, these are very, very good gifts. But this one says, I think it says, my greatest adventure is motherhood. And then on the back it says, but my favorite escape is a book. And he's so right. So right, knows me very well, and I absolutely love it. You can also find I think Bookish and Spice is a company that is actually like licensed, where they do like themed ones for certain books and stuff like that. I would love to get like Zayden Ryson jumpers, Basquiat jumpers, Quicksilver, like all those things. I think they're really, really cool. T-shirts, jumpers, whatever, something that they can wear around the house, they can wear out, whatever it may be, they can use and just wear like while they're cuddled up reading even. Like perfect gifts in my opinion. Okay, so that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you guys got some good ideas. If I missed anything and you're a reader and there's something that you would love, make sure you leave it in the comments, just for anyone that, you know, might be buying for someone who reads a lot of books. Let them know what's something that you have been gifted that you absolutely love, or something that you wish you would get that you want that you just don't want to buy for yourself. Make sure you also like and subscribe. We have like 4 days left of Bookmas, which is crazy. I have had so much fun filming all of these, and I'm so excited for all the content to come out. I'm obviously filming this very far in advance. I think when you guys see this, I'm filming it like 2 weeks in advance, so just because it's 12 days of footage, so filming a lot of it very quickly. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get notified for every video that I post. If you don't already follow me on TikTok and Instagram, they'll be linked on the screen as well as in the description box below. And like I was saying, annotated books, if you want any annotated books and books that were annotated by me specifically, make sure you head over to my Etsy shop, Commentary Corner. It's linked on the screen and in the description box below as well. I have lots over there. I'm about to also update my website so that you guys can see the new ones that I have read. Definitely head over there and check those out and make an order if you want one. Like I said, commentary corner on the screen and in the description box below as well. And that is it from me today. I will see you in tomorrow's video for Bookmas Day 9. Bye. Mwah.